Change is hard, and I get it. Whether it is really about moving from one team to another, or really about taking on larger role, or it can be really transitioning to a new company, right? A new job. The first 90 days of anything new are always definitely very challenging. So when you start a new job, you are going into a role, right? From a role that you know the ins and outs, right? You know everything about the particular job, the environment, the culture, to a new place where the culture, the history, and even those simple abbreviation, acronyms, they are so foreign to you. Right? So this is even more difficult when you start a new role remotely, right? Even now, the current situation. So you may not have even seen the office, or you have never met your team members in person. So for myself, I have switched jobs a couple of times, and I have taken up new roles along the way. And every time I did, right, it was a lot of relearning and a lot of realigning and realignment. And I definitely took quite a bit of time to return to my usual productivity level. So as part of this readjustment or this onboarding process, right, I will definitely create a 90-day plan to outline my transition to the new role. So this particular plan itself gives you the ability, right, gives you a lot of clarity, it gives you a lot of these milestones or checkpoints that you can strive to achieve as you progressively transit into the role. So of course, you can definitely share that plan, right, with your bosses, with your colleagues, or with other people, right, so that they know, right, they can also support you along the way, right. But don't just make the plan work for them, right. It is really meant for you, right. That's the most important thing. You are the main user of your 90-day plan. So here are some simple steps to a clear 90-day action plan. So number one, start with the end of the 90 days in mind. So you see, it's actually very easy to start a new role, right? And you can hope to learn on the job, right? But without a clear idea of what you want to achieve, you are most likely won't be able to make the most of the time that you have at the start, right? So the truth is, like it or not, you are on an invisible clock, right? Counting down, right? It starts ticking the minute you walk into the door, you walk into your new job, right? You get this, what we call the honeymoon period, right? This particular orientation time or onboarding time. But within 3 months, 6 months, right? Any problems, any kind of opportunity, it will become yours. Right, so during this starting period, you have the chance, you have a lot of opportunity to make some mistakes, ask a lot of questions, and really ramp up on the organization, right? You want to learn the business, you want to learn the company culture, all without judgment. So make sure that you make the most out of it, right? The end of the first 90 days marks when you will be expected to have a strong understanding about the team, about the culture, and definitely about the business. Number two, have very clear priorities for each month in your 90-day plan. By mapping out the key milestones, the key checkpoints that you want to achieve that is aligned to your priorities, right? It makes it a lot much easier, right? A lot easier for others to help you to onboard and be on track. So for most of the time, I usually go for learning milestones. I will go for aligning, talking about building relationships, right? But there are sometimes you take up a job, right, or take up a new role that is of crazy time, right? Like joining a messy war zone, right? That will require you to adapt to various other short-term milestones, and will get you into the action a lot faster. Number three, communicate your plan, right? You have done up a masterpiece, and you should definitely share it, right? So sharing your plan, sharing your priorities ensures that everyone is on the same page, right? Your bosses, your stakeholders, the people you work with, your team, your colleagues, they will be all aligned, right? So I usually will share an early detailed draft of my plan, of my 90-day plan, with my team, with my bosses, and really ask them for their input. And after I learn more about the business, I learn about the culture, the environment, right? Then I will then actually publish another updated version. right? So that everybody gets the updated version, because it's a lot more relevant now. It's not just a framework, but it's a lot more context and a lot more information. Number 4, right? Make very clear commitments and deliver, right? So trust itself, I can tell you, is the most important thing to build as you onboard into the new role, right? You need the trust, you need that connection in order for you to move forward, right? And the best way to build trust is to make a commitment and live up to it, right? So people actually watch your say and do ratio, right? So holding yourself accountable means setting clear goals and sharing your progress against them, right? They want timely updates, they want to see results, right? They are also looking to see when you have learned something new, right? Whether you are pivoting to accommodate those the new information. By publishing the priorities and sharing the output, right, you are committing, right? And people you work with will know what to expect, and they will know when you have crossed the finish line. So all these tips really apply to anyone, right? Even if you are a fresh grad, a 90 plan can help you to pick up and learn things fast, get everything in place. Right? If you are switching to a new role, a new job, or you are getting promoted to a new role with a lot more new responsibilities, this 90-day plan will work as well, right? It applies to all kinds of situations, right? And it has worked wonders for me over the past 10 over years. So my colleagues and my bosses have told me that how useful these plans were, right? And I got all the support I need to grow fast, right? Because it is very clear, right? The plan itself listed down the goals, the milestones, and everyone is easily aligned on the same page. So you need to try it out, right? Practice a little bit and you will get the hang of it, right? It's not very difficult, right? It's just really listing out, right? Setting out a table, putting up 30, 60, 90-day plans. Right, so if you have any questions, you can always comment below. If you have any other questions about career, about getting a new job, talking about interviews, if you have encountered any work issues, I am happy to answer them as well. So comment below. So remember to like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell, because I will be publishing a lot more videos every week. So don't miss them out. That's it for today, and I will see you in the next episode of Gen Z.